So I made a video last year about my 2023 MacBook Pro, and since then, I've had a lot of issues with this machine. Note that some of this is just from heavy usage and wear, but some of the stuff is unacceptable from a laptop of this age and quality range. The first issue getting into this, and the most notable issue, is that the trackpad no longer clicks properly. So since 2015, Apple has used vibration motors to essentially simulate a real click for the trackpad. And while I like this technology and it's never failed on me on any of my other Macs, this time I've gotten some issues with it. The haptic engine inside of this trackpad no longer clicks properly, and on my Mac, it's just a really weak click and it gets pretty hard to even notice that there's any click going on. It actually makes my accuracy on the trackpad go down a lot. Comparing this to any of the demo laptops I've tried since this issue first started occurring around March, or even my Magic Trackpad 2 that I use with my Mac Studio, I realize how bad this issue really is. The haptic engine itself is actually modular and easily accessible in the laptop with only 2 screws holding it down. Apple doesn't sell this part, and it's extremely hard to find this part on the secondhand market. On top of that, I don't want to potentially void my warranty by swapping parts around in this computer. So besides that, the second issue, which is easily fixable, is one that makes no sense to me. The key mechanisms are falling apart. Yes, I made a video on this probably 2 or 3 months ago, but I've had my friend replace a few keys already, and he doesn't have an issue doing that, but the issue keeps occurring. I'm not sure what I'm doing to cause this, and it's never happened on any of my other laptops before, but the key mechanisms keep falling apart. This issue keeps on happening, and it makes the entire keyboard unreliable. And when I'm writing video scripts and just generally doing a lot of heavy work on this computer, it's not good to have to deal with that. In fact, I've actually been using my iPad Pro's Magic Keyboard a lot more just because of this. My third issue, though, going past that, is performance. This is definitely not due to the age of the laptop, as it's only 11 months old. But this laptop does not perform as well as it did when I got it anymore. And I think that this is due to the battery inside of it going bad. My battery health is now down to 92%. That's mostly just due to having the Mac Studio and also those keyboard and trackpad issues get really annoying. The performance is just a lot slower than it should be. This laptop should have a better CPU than my Mac Studio, but it does not perform like it. So this laptop has become really annoying in the last few months since I've started having these issues. What I originally thought about doing was just trading it into Apple and buying an Apple certified refurbished M3 Pro MacBook Pro 14-inch, the ones that released at the end of last year. But I've heard of a new MacBook Pro coming out later this year or early next year, and with this MacBook Pro being less than a year old, I think that I can still get most of these issues fixed with AppleCare Plus instead, and I'll save a lot of money doing that, and I'll also just be able to keep this laptop for a bit longer. As for the cosmetic condition of this laptop, it's still very good. There aren't any major dents or even really any major scratches. The only damage on this laptop consists of small scratches and slight dents on the corners. If I didn't have the skin on the lid of the laptop screen, it might be a little worse for wear, but for a nearly year-old, heavily used laptop, this actually is not that bad. That's kind of normal for a laptop like this that's been heavily used for intensive stuff. Here's the issue. I don't do that many intensive tasks on it anymore. Apple would probably do a whole top case replacement, as that's what they said they do when I took it into the Genius Bar a few months ago. And even if I don't like Apple messing around with my laptop, if I'm unsatisfied with the repair, I could trade it in for a new MacBook. The battery is included in the top case repair, so if the performance issue is battery related, that wouldn't be an issue after the repair is finished. So that's an update on what's been going on with my MacBook Pro. And with that said, thank you for watching, and goodbye.